Hey guys, I'm Emma Ryan, Integrative Nutrition Health Coach and founder and owner of Plant. Today we are making sweet potato and black bean enchiladas. First thing is you're gonna have to dice up a sweet potato. So you need about 2 cups of diced sweet potato. So I'm gonna dice mine up and then we will toss it with a little bit of coconut oil, smoked paprika, and cumin, and we'll bake that in the oven at 400. And while that cooks, we can get the rest of our enchiladas ready. Okay, so once you have 2 cups of diced sweet potato, we're just gonna toss these in a mixing bowl. And I'm gonna have you add a tablespoon of smoked paprika and a tablespoon of ground cumin and 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. So I'm gonna toss those together. So we have our cumin, we have our smoked paprika, and I have a little bit of melted coconut oil. And I'm just gonna toss these together until the sweet potatoes are well coated. And then we're gonna put these on our baking sheet and bake for about 20 minutes at 400, just until they're a little bit soft and you can put a fork through the center. So now we are ready to bake. Okay, so now my sweet potato is cooked. So you can see that they are just slightly browned on the outside, a tiny bit crispy, but you can put a fork through the center. So I'm gonna set these to the side and we're gonna start to build our enchiladas. So I have my baking dish here. I'm going to pour just a little bit of enchilada sauce just to coat the base of the dish, essentially. So I'm just gonna kind of swoosh that around. That's enough. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my first cassava flour tortilla in the base. You can use almond flour, corn, anything like that will work. And then I'm gonna start by putting a light layer of refried black beans at the bottom. So this will help give it a really good texture. So go ahead and just spread that out. And depending on what size your pan is, you might have to do more than 1 tortilla. You can make a really big, like a 13×9 casserole dish and do it that way. So I have these. I'm going to go ahead and pour some whole black beans. Just spread these out at the base. Then I'm going to add some fresh spinach. Spread that out. So we're just kind of layering. So you could roll these up like traditional enchiladas. But you can also just layer and do a casserole type dish, which I really like doing because it's easier. And again, I'm doing raw red onion, as you can see. You can change that and cook the onion and the bell pepper before. However, I really like to keep my vegetables just a little bit crisp so that we keep some texture to them. But if you don't want that, if you want them all cooked beforehand so that they're extra soft, you can cook your onion and bell pepper before you start layering them. So either way will work. And then I do have my cooked sweet potato that's just roasted in the oven, kind of crispy. So I'm going to spread that out. And then I'm going to put a few cilantro leaves. And I know not everybody loves cilantro, so you can skip this completely if you don't. And now I'm ready for my next tortilla. So now that we have our first layer done, we're just gonna keep layering and do the same thing until we get to the very top of the pan. Now that I'm done with my second layer, I'm gonna go ahead and put tortillas on the very top. And you can see that I kind of rip them to kind of fit all the way around the edges. And then we're just gonna pour some enchilada sauce on top and maybe add a few remaining toppings that we have left over, and we'll be ready to bake. And then I'm just gonna top with my leftover cilantro leaves and probably my leftover onion. And then we're gonna bake this at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. You can do a little bit longer if you'd like. Just make sure your tortillas don't get too crispy. But I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did. And be sure to subscribe, comment below, let me know what recipes you're looking forward to, and I will see you next time.